So in the last 2 weeks, 6 AFD candidates in Germany for the Westphalia area, the North Rhine-Westphalia area, have died suddenly. Within 2 weeks, 6 Alternative for Deutschland candidates have died. Just like that. There's no report on how they died. They just mysteriously died within 2 weeks. 6 candidates. No, none of them had, reported to have cancer. None of them were sick. They just died. So that is very, very suspicious. Why? How do you have 6 candidates for one political party and one region just die within a couple of weeks? That is very, very, very suspicious. I was reading through this, and there were tweets. Some of them were in German. I don't speak German, but in English, it was the same information over and over again. That 6 candidates from the AFD, died. There were no reports on how they died. The deaths are very, very sus, very suspicious. So this is something to watch. You would think a lot of attention would be put on these people. Obviously, this is a very popular political party, and people are going to be looking at it and say, well, this is the political party that wasn't invited to some of the conferences where they talk about, well, we're not going to talk about crime statistics and race and all that. Of course, AFD wasn't invited because they're going to talk about it, and rightfully so. It should be talked about. That's good because the AFD is, not a sellout, or at the very least, a lot less of a sellout than the other parties in Germany. But that is something that needs to be watched. And if I was a candidate, or if I was working, or if I was a known, very well-known member of the Alternative for Deutschland in Germany, I would be watching my back. I'd be very, very careful about who I was associating with. This is more than a coincidence. You don't just have 6 people die in one region within 2 weeks in the same political party. Something is very afoul here. So attention needs to be put onto this, and those people, their safety really needs to be looked out, very carefully here. I think that this says a lot. I would not at all be surprised if these people were murdered, perhaps poisoned. We don't know. So, a lot of attention needs to be put onto this.